My name is James. This was the first episode, I guess, of whatever this will become. If it becomes anything at all, I don't know. I'm still not even entirely sold on whether or not I'm going to put it up somewhere. This could just be a thing that I try, and then I just hate it and put it back down. I don't know. This is... I don't even have a name for this yet. Whatever, I guess it's a show. Or at least it's as close to a show as I'm going to get for the moment. I don't have a name picked out for it. I don't even have a real topic picked out for it. I decided a few weeks ago that I was bored because I need stuff to do. I'm a middle-aged guy. I have, everything's fine. Like, I don't have any major problems. But yet, I'm bored as shit, right? My job is fine, but it's not challenging. Everything, literally, it's the most fine existence you can imagine, right? And yet, I need something to do. And I've tried a few different things, and this was on my list of things to try. So, we will see if this becomes anything. So, like I said, I'm James. I don't have topics picked out. This is just literally me talking at this point. This was in response to basically almost, not quite, I guess a midlife crisis almost, in that I have nothing to do and I had to start a bunch of stuff because life is too short to be miserable, but holy shit, man, it is far too long to be bored. And I am so bored as of late that I'm trying several different things to alleviate that. And it seems to be working for the most part. Beyond just occasionally seeing friends and whatnot and, going to movies, I play video games, I love all that shit. Like every nerd thing you like, odds are I probably enjoy it to some extent. Comic book movies sometimes. Video games I've been playing for 35 years, I'm just an old guy. I've gotten old and I've gotten bored and I needed to try something. And now here we are. So, yeah, and there's a weird silence there. I'm not going to cut that out. I don't know how to sound edit yet. I also don't know how to speak in a way that might be entertaining. For all I know, this might be immensely grating to people, and this goes nowhere. So I've got an idea of where to put this, but yeah, I have started various things. I have put in an application for college because I'm 40 and I have to have something to do. I do not have any kids, nor do I particularly want them. Other people's kids are great, don't get me wrong, because I can leave their house and the kids don't come with me. That is my favorite part. So, but otherwise, yeah. So, this was in response to me just needing something, right? This could just be something I rambled to myself and literally no one ever listens to, and we'll give it a shot. And if that's all it is, I mean, hey, I am literally doing nothing else, because what else am I doing is a reason to do something. You've got nothing going on, and that is totally me and totally what is happening in my life right now. So, the podcast, I've started a couple other things. Maybe I'll record something about them if anything happens with that. I have no idea. But as of today, it is the first. I've got nothing going on. And so I'm like, all right, I will give this a shot. A friend of mine told me about the website that I've uploaded this on, and then I need to figure out how to spread this across other platforms, because honestly, I am years out of date when it comes to software and technologies, and so that's just a part of me getting old. I have not kept up with the times, and that is my own problem, and I will try to do that. And basically, maybe that's what this is also me keeping up with the times, or at least trying to, right? So, maybe if there's a thing on where you can put comments, if I put this somewhere, put them there. If you have something interesting, let me know, because I love learning shit. I don't want to be one of these people that just stopped knowing things. I always prided myself on being one of these. I tried to be the smartest person in the room, right? tried. That doesn't mean I am. I'm well aware of that. But anytime I learn something, I try to like know as much as I can about it if I find it interesting. I don't like just basically Facebook news drives me nuts. I cannot take that seriously anymore. It's basically reduced to not even being on there. So if you have something fascinating, and there's a way to like tell me about it, by all means, tell me about it. And if you know and you want to tell, I love listening to people who know amazing shit because I don't know everything. Right. Not even close. I mean, like, I know a little bit of stuff about quite a few things here and there. And whether or not any of it is accurate is I have not had time to check all of it yet because I've just heard too much crap. But sometimes I'll catch myself saying something and I'm like, that sounds ridiculous. Maybe that's not true. And then I'll look it up, and sometimes it turns out it was true. A lot of times it's not. It happens either way, right? But yeah, so that's all this show is going to be for now. This is probably a terrible first episode as I'm rambling in a million different directions. I figure at some point maybe I'll try my hand at movie reviews, video game reviews, because I love video games, I always have. I live in Arizona. We can try hiking, but it's deathly hot outside right now. I do have a job. I could tell you about that at some point, but it's a lot of math, and I work in a pharmacy. I'm a tech. It is not exactly the most thrilling thing. And there's also probably HIPAA laws that I think about it that I probably can't actually tell you a whole lot, but hey, what do I know, right? So yeah, this right now is called James's Podcast, and I am... maybe I'll come up with a name for it. Maybe it's funnier if I don't, because, I mean, I've always been pretty bad about naming things, and just naming something after James's Podcast seems like it might be the funniest thing. So I don't even know if anyone's going to hear this, but one way or the other, I told myself I was going to try. I'm trying new things, and this was on my list of things I was going to try. And so I'm going to put this up. I'm going to do maybe a couple more. We'll see. I don't even know how to track if anybody listens to this or not. And, but once I do, I'll upload some stuff. I don't think these are going to be very long. Maybe this is about 7.5 right now. And I feel like I'm running out of steam. So I figure without a real topic, then we got nothing. So anyway, welcome to the show, I guess. So anyway, I will record another one of these at some point. At least one. And if that may be it. I don't know. So anyway, welcome to James's Podcast.